Good. How are you?
Just living the dream. That's
Oh,
not
good.
true. Is your dream to you would be a full-time paranormal investigator, or is it like, do you have another wilder dream?
Travel in general. I really like exploring just historic places in general. Um, if you mean a career where I was getting a paycheck, I don't know that I'd ever actually get a paycheck being a paranormal investigator because I'm not like the best, as you've seen in some of my latest review. I think that if I wanted to, no, my dream job would be to be like a horror novelist for real. I'd love to write. I like to make stories, and I think that if I could ever sit down and actually put my mind to it, then that's what I would do. I'd write scary stories for a living. I'd scare the shit out of other people.
I love that. And you reminded me of a meme out there, or maybe it's just a video from something, I don't know, where somebody's like asking this person, what's your dream job? And that person's like, I don't, honey, I don't dream of having a job. And I'm like,
Job,
yeah,
yeah.
100%. I wouldn't even want like paranormal investigating to be where my income is coming from
Yeah.
because they gotta hustle. Like you have to hustle on YouTube to get followers, to keep people entertained, to get the ads, get the subscriptions. I just want to go. I just want to go and I want to live. Like
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
want to, I don't even want to necessarily have the responsibility of like managing a haunted place or being a tour guide. I feel like that would be fun
Mm-hmm.
temporarily,
Yeah.
but never like full time. I don't want anything full time. I just want to go. So like
I could, yeah.
writing, I think would give you that. Like that's a better dream to have. If you had to say like what's your dream job,
Hmm.
then writing would give you the ability to go anywhere to write. I couldn't do that. I am not a wordsmith, I'm sure as people could tell. So I don't know. It's being like what do they call it when you just like marry a rich man?
Nah.
Is that a job? A
A
gold
gold
digger?
a gold digger? Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe that's called a gold digger. A chicken head?
I
Right,
don't, I don't think
right.
that's the same thing.
My bad, my bad.
But no,
Um,
that's pretty hard work too. So I'd have to really think about it if you put me to work. I don't know what's like a real legit job. I just want to have money to go.
sure. I
Yeah.
would I would love to have the money to say I own this haunted hotel and then I could go there whenever I wanted to.
Yeah.
Like it's the check on the box. Like I can go and paranormal investigate and go on vacation because this is my place. That's my room whenever I want it. Or a haunted museum. I could sleep there if I wanted. It's mine. So it would be cool to have unlimited funds and to do that as sort of when you say like dream job. So maybe just you get your job doing whatever it is that you're somewhat satisfied with. So for me, it would be writing books. But then you get all the money from the books and the movie deals that you sign, and then you just own whatever haunted location that you want. Bada bing, bada bing. You don't have to worry about YouTube, TikTok, none of that shit. You just go and investigate whenever you want.
Right, right. About just the haunted museum thing, I bet Zach Bagans thought that that was like a brilliant idea too. But do you notice that when he opened his museum, that's when his travel kind of stopped?
Yeah,
Like
right.
Ghost Adventures stopped going outside of like 3 states or
Yeah.
something. I wonder sometimes if that museum keeps him so fucking busy, like maybe shit's breaking all the time. I don't know,
I
like
don't know.
I
Wait, you can see Zach Bagans as like the roof repairman. He's like, there's a leak. Hold on. No, it'd be
I
like, Aaron, up to the attic.
so I just wonder. I mean, like they say it's all these other reasons, like he has a phobia of traveling now and stuff too. But sometimes I just wonder if he just can't get away because somebody's always calling him like, "Yep, there's rats in the clown room again." And
Yikes. Fuck those rats. They're screwed.
because
Look, I got
that museum's in an old house, so.
Mhm.
I'm
It
sure
is.
old houses are always a lot of problems. So,
Haunted. They're always haunted. I will tell you that I kind of felt like Zach Bagans had like a 5 year plan when he got started with this. He's like, look, at some point, this is going to get old. I mean, it's fun and all, haunted places, traveling, but I'm going to want to not do that after some point in time. I think that he is a very intelligent business planner, and he knew what it took. Like I said a second ago, what does it take to get that end goal? And he wrote his 5 year plan and he stuck to it. And that's why he ain't leaving no more, because he don't want to. He's got money. I mean, he has a movie, he has a museum, he's got shows. They'll never cancel this guy.
oh,
Never.
I don't know about that. I mean, I heard
Woo!
rumors about their ratings dropping, and that's why I started trying to watch the show again, just to
Oh.
help them. My one little view, trying to save Ghost Adventures here. Um,
Nice.
because I would like them to stay on the air, even though I don't watch it all the time.
Mm,
But I'd like. There's not a whole lot of ghost shows anymore, probably because he kicked them all off. But
yeah.
uh, I mean, if ratings drop for just the paranormal and period, and they had to pick and choose, then yeah, they're gonna stick with their staples, just like they're gonna continuously give Josh Gates like whatever he wants to make a show. But
Yeah.
anyways, you're right. I think the museum was his retirement plan, and I mean, he's like in his 50s, so he's probably just like us, and he's like, I'm done.
I'm done.
Y'all go do
Yeah.
that. But anywho, so sorry about the chit chat, but we're gonna talk about some haunted stuff, and I got an oldie but a goodie,
Love
kind
it already.
of.
Because it happened last year, old.
No.
Oh, ooh, really?
Yeah, this happened in, oh my God, I forgot the year. Okay, no, I didn't. It happened in October of 2016. So this
Ooh,
is almost 10 years old, guys.
guys, ancient. Wow, we were
Just like us.
babies. We were babies in the paranormal field.
Oh, for sure. But so I'm gonna show you some stuff that I got, and it's not a whole lot, so this might be a short episode. You guys might appreciate that since we are very long-winded. Maybe you won't mind our intro that's 5 minutes long. Uh, but it's from the Hawthorne Hotel in Salem,
Okay.
Massachusetts.
Oh boy.
But not
Nice.
just the Hawthorne, because it's just kind of just like from that whole evening that we
Mm.
had. And you have a few EVPs that are on YouTube as well. So I did upload this one to YouTube so that I could share those little quick EVPs. I will just tell you, there wasn't like hardcore investigating for hours going on here. First off, as soon as I got into New England, I got a fucking cold and I was just dying. So
Oh.
I am barely alive during this. Um, so you'll see at one point I look like I'm going to sleep, because I'm doped up on medicine and I just can't breathe or anything. It just hit me really bad as soon as I got there. But the events of the night. So it's Salem, Massachusetts in October. And
Mm.
for anybody that lives in New England or that has been there before in Salem, I mean, in October, you know, pure fucking chaos.
Hmm. And it only gets worse every year, FYI.
Now, I've had the pleasure, and obviously Chris did because she lived there for like 10 years or whatever, to go to Salem just like when it's chill. And that
Mm.
was, it's magical. You really
It
get to
is.
just, like, go into all the shops and go into the museums, and
Hmm.
there's so much to see, and it's very nice. But we happened to be, my kids were on fall break, so we were going to come out to see Chris and them. And Chris and I always try to do something ghost related while we're together. And we thought, well, let's go see what's happening in Salem during this time. So we booked a walking tour that would took us around just like in front of the buildings and out on the streets. I didn't record because there's so much noise
Hmm.
contamination. I was recording in the beginning. I'll show you one video from that. But after that, there's so much noise contamination and whatnot. I don't record when it's like that. Then they took us into the basement of what I'm pretty sure and what I labeled my videos was the old firehouse. Does that sound right
Yep,
to you?
that's
Okay.
correct. Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure because I didn't have any intro, like I didn't
Hmm.
hear it in the video where anybody said why we're in this basement, but we were in
Yep.
some ratty basement with the um it's pretty ratty, but like that's just the way it is.
Hmm.
And they
Yeah, it
say
is.
there's activity down there. And then we stayed at the Hawthorne Hotel in one of their most infinite, what?
Infamous.
Famous. One of
And
their, yeah.
okay, famous.
And like I said, I was dying, so we tried to like investigate when we got back to the room, but we didn't spend a whole lot of time on it because I was dying, I think. And there didn't seem to be a lot going on. But let me just jump into it. So we're gonna start with one of Chris's EVPs. She had like four EVPs on there. We're just gonna go ahead and play them. And I I
Oh,
watched them earlier, but I don't even remember if they're from video or if they're just from a recorder.
okay.
But let's see, I think it says during this video, there's a lot of noise in the background. You're changing batteries at the time.
This does not surprise me.
You drop the batteries, it sounds like, and then there's a low voice that is not ours.
Hmm.
I think it plays maybe two more times. No, just one.
Just once.
All right, let's play it again. Let's get to that spot and play it again. I think it's very clear. It's very whispery, and it
Hmm.
is not your voice. And I know you talk to yourself and stuff, but I know your voice well enough to know this is not you. I mean, I don't think it's you.
It doesn't sound like me. I mean, even if I was whispering,
Do you remember did that they must have came from a recorder then?
yeah, I think so. I think I called it a video because it's on YouTube. It is a video.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that must have been from my recorder.
Okay. And then this next one, give me a second. Oh, this is just a quick video of
Ah,
that
yeah,
motion detector going off by itself. So there's no like sound or anything that's happening, but
yeah.
yeah, we watched that come on.
I still have those. There's like a faint orb that like wafts away from it, and the light comes on.
Oh yeah, I see that. And like, yeah, okay, it's an old hotel.
Hmm.
It could be dust, but the sensor does come on at the same time.
Yeah, and those sensors are.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
there's a couple.
oh, there it
Yeah,
is
there's a
up
couple.
here.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I put my sweater on a second ago, and there was so many orbs. It's like, look at all the ghosts.
All right, let me.
And what makes this home?
Which is Wendy's asking to talk to the spirits. She just asked, "What makes this place your home?" Why am I always asking them that? Because we learned from your episode last week. I don't think they get it.
I want to be home. It's so funny. I always get voices that are repeating. I want to be home.
Yeah, that is interesting how it like it says it twice. I think you do replay it, but I'm just gonna back up here. And it's a deep man's voice. And we would note when we from my videos, we noted every time we heard like talking in the hallway, and we don't do that this time. So I do not
Yeah.
believe this is somebody in the hallway.
Oh, I love how he says it. That's wild. I want to be home. Almost like he's singing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very clear what they're saying.
That's poor Giles Corey out there moaning from all them rocks that those bastards put on his poor chest.
Oh.
I want to be home. I hate that.
Okay. This says there's a woman's voice heard at the beginning and end of the clip. The voice is the same each time, and each time it sounds. I realize you guys can read, but it's just a lot. So just making sure. Okay. There's a man's voice
Hmm.
also. It's faint and sounds like he's agreeing.
Hmm. Can you please give us a sign of your presence? That was me. Hmm.
Did you just make a noise in the entryway? Was that you?
Okay, I don't think it replays,
Give us
so
a sign of your presence.
I think it's up here.
Gosh, it's so low. It's so low. And I love that. I don't know, was I walking around while I was carrying that recorder? Like, he can't hear.
I,
Jeez, man.
I think it's just very sensitive. I can hear both of them.
Okay.
It is very faint. It is something that you have to have like full volume on headphone, the special headphones or whatever. But I definitely hear it there. All right, this is just before we started our walking tour, and I cut it out, but there were times where I thought I was getting EVPs, but we are outside. There could be people over at a bar, restaurant, just walking around, but it
Mm-hmm.
seems like you and I are by ourselves. So at first I clip them, and then we get to this point and I see that there's a whole line of people, and they must be the people we're going on the walking tour with, but I'm like,
Uh,
where did they come from?
yeah.
So even though I wasn't so sure that those EVPs weren't EVPs, I cut them out because it's so questionable. But this is you, and you've just got the K2 out, and it's going off. And
Oh,
there is a chain fence, but
yeah.
I didn't think the K2 would go off because of metal.
I don't think so. I'm like, fuck, I don't know. Those things are weird. I don't know what to tell you about them. I don't. I would
Oh,
assume not. I feel like it has to have some kind of electric magnetic field.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I would think. I didn't think they were so sensitive, and you're not like shaking it around or anything. I'm just gonna play the
Okay.
whole thing. It's only 2 minutes long. Let's just watch it together. I told you I don't have a whole lot to show you anyway, so here we go.
Uh-huh. Well, you did
Oh,
it
yeah.
for a second there.
What'd you say?
You can see it. You can see it like going off in my
Oh
hand, and
yeah,
my hand is super still.
yeah.
How about this? If you like the lights, can you make them all come on? All of them. Let's see what that last one looks like. There's something about this spot.
I think I.
Trying to make sure I'm not moving too fast for it. It's cold. It's cold right here too. Yeah, maybe we should have your melmeter out. Come stand right here and tell me if it's cold right here to you.
It's cold right here.
It's cold right here.
So this is October in Massachusetts, end of October. So, and we did have coats on for the investigation. During the day, we had like t-shirts on. So I don't know what to tell you. We're noting that it's cold. You're noting that it's cold. You're used to this. So I would say that that is something.
But it could be the temperature dropping too.
Well, there's no wall over here. The wall is blocking any wind.
But it's low.
Or it comes
it's
up
cold,
this way.
like right here by my leg.
I would say that too. Yeah, but
Is there somebody here? Because the light just stopped. There it is again.
Hold it still there. If someone is here with us, turn that light off. Back up, move away from it, just to show us that you are here with us.
It's really cold down here.
Can you make the light stop? You have to move away from it just for a moment.
I will tell you guys, in this area, we get a lot of residual energy, not necessarily intelligent.
So that's the tour guide, and I stop recording as soon as someone starts talking to us because I
Right.
just have that panic of like, oh my God, who are you? But it's the tour guide, and she is saying that the energy here is residual. So like the way I'm asking it to move away from the light, it's not gonna happen because
Right.
they
It's
don't know that we're there. And tell me, Chris, do you remember, did they do like executions here right by the cemetery?
No. So Giles Corey was actually pressed to death across the street, even further away, not across the street. You cross the street and you're right in the Peabody Essex Museum because this is the old burial hill is right behind Peabody Essex Museum. So you have to cross that street over Essex Street, and then over there is where they actually pressed Giles Corey. But the where the hangings were actually that was not in this area either. That was further on down, so, a ways away. They have confirmed exactly where the hanging spot was. So no, I mean it could just be residual people maybe paying their respects to those that were. I mean, a lot of people love Salem, Massachusetts. You know, they felt so bad for all of the people that were prosecuted so unjustly, so terribly, and the way that they prosecuted them. So, I mean, it could just be that. It could, if we're there at the cemetery, that's my best guess.
Yeah, the cemetery is right on the other side of this wall. So obviously, more than just witch trial people are buried there. So, I mean, this
Mhm.
could literally come from anybody. I just couldn't remember. I know that there's a memorial. They look like little benches and they have the names of the
Which is,
13. Yeah, that whatever.
mhm,
However many people it is, they have their names on the benches.
mhm.
And so the Giles Corey thing is the one I wondered about the most. I knew the hangings weren't done here,
Yeah.
but let's see.
Giles Corey was actually pressed in a spot that's now a hotel, but it was a jail at the time. And it's kind of cool because they turned the jail into, it's kind of cool because I'm morbid, but they turned the jail into a restaurant so you can eat in the jail or you can sleep in the hotel. Actually, maybe it's not a hotel anymore. Maybe it's condos, but whatever. That's where he was pressed to death.
We had some of the best, well, yeah, you got to eat it too, I think. Chowder
The
at,
chowder, yeah, we
yeah.
did. Yes,
And that
at the
place is,
Lyceum.
yeah, that's haunted as well. I took
Yeah,
photos, but we didn't get anything from those, but
nah, yeah, it was good
good,
chowder.
good chowder for sure. All right, this is in the basement of that firehouse. And, this is a walking tour. So it was what, an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe
Yeah.
at tops. We weren't down in the basement for very long at all.
Mhm.
But my recording of all of this is very wild. Like, I,
Oh.
I don't seem to be recording the whole walking tour, which is odd for me. Maybe the cold medicine was getting to my brain. I
Mm.
just start recording after she's got some stuff set up. So it looks like she's got her recorder on the ground. She's got a REM pod. She put a laser light up when we got down there. And then I remember after this whole thing happened, I quit recording, but I remember that then we sat down in these chairs and she played back her recorder. And the reason I remember it is because um, there's a time that she asked a question like, did you guys hear that? And I respond, I think it's in this clip. I actually
Hmm.
say like, no, I didn't hear anything. But when she played it back, because my voice sounds so fucked up because I'm sick, they
Yeah.
were all like, oh my God, did you hear that? And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's me. And they're
Yeah.
like, no,
No.
no, it's not. And I'm like, that's me. But when we were sitting in that little circle and replaying it, I do remember this, and I put a video on our YouTube in the playlist, but I'm not going to play it for y'all because well, actually, maybe I'll play a small bit of it for you. But when we were sitting in that little thing, I must have some kind of camera bag with me or something, but uh, I felt like something brushed my leg.
Oh,
And I tell them that I feel like something just touched my leg. And I did have this strap around, crossbody style on me, but that did not touch my leg.
yeah.
So when we were in that basement, I do remember, and there's a video of me retelling the story to Chris
Mm.
while we're back at the hotel. But for some reason, I wasn't recording at that point. Like I just quit recording after she was ending this EVP session. And when she went to go play it back, I was like, boop, don't need to see that, I guess. I don't know what's wrong with me, guys, but when this happened, there is like a EVP that we got. This is only 30 seconds, so I'm just gonna let it play.
The spirits last night said somebody's name. Can you say the same name?
Ooh.
What did you hear?
So that's you saying, I just heard something. And
Mhm.
then she asked everybody, and everybody says, no, he didn't hear
Of
that.
course. Yeah.
And a little later, some other woman does the same thing, kind of. She says, did y'all hear that? And I have nothing on my recording.
Huh.
So it's weird
Huh.
how
So maybe
that works.
maybe it was closer to us, even though it sounds like it's a million miles away, underground, buried, so maybe it was just closer to us at that point in time.
Yeah.
And then when she heard it, it was just all the way closer to her. I guess. I don't
Like
know.
right in her ear or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's no sound before she says that. But I did get this, and if anybody wants to say it's so low and it's kind of mumbled, it's
Mhm.
bassy and it's mumbled, that it's outside noise. That this clip is 30 seconds, but I did record for like 20 minutes down there, and there was no outside noise to be heard in the depths of the like basement. So
Yeah.
I think that I don't think anything else happens. What's this?
And
Oh, I just saying that everybody said they didn't hear it, so that you're the only
Okay.
one. So I'll just play the EVP one more time. Again, it's faint, guys. I know, I know. But Chris heard something, so it actually happened.
Mhm. It's sing song again.
Yeah, and I really do think it's saying I cannot, but
Mhm.
obviously it's so low that if somebody else makes something else out, then.
Yeah. Good luck.
But yeah, she's like, can you tell us the name that we got last night? And this spirit's probably like, no, I wasn't here last night. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But okay.
Oh, that was the response. I cannot. I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. We're doing a Ouija board. So we had room 612, and it's like fancy as fuck.
It is.
So we had like a little living room area with this couch and the coffee table and little desk and all of that, fridge like area and TV area. And then the bathrooms like in the hallway, or this little hallway to the door, and then the bedroom with beautiful bed and everything.
Because we had a
And
suite. It was like a suite.
yes, and it was pricey.
It was.
But so we set up in the little living room with the Ouija board, and we're going to see what we get from that. And this is 2 minutes long. Let's see. I can't even remember.
oh, I hear them outside now.
The light just went off. Maybe just shut off. All right.
Now, I will say that EVP sounds a lot like my voice. but that's my
Good.
mouth.
Yeah. That's right. Exactly. Your
I
mouth is.
It's not moving, and I'm sick, so I would not sound like that.
Mhm.
But when I whisper, it kind of does sound like me, and it starts to make me think about like how I've heard other people say that they've gone on investigations and that ghosts mimic their voices.
Yep. Yep.
But maybe this person just sounds like me too. But it's funny because we just started. I don't, I just started recording, so I don't know what we said before for them to say no, they hear it. But
Yeah.
I feel like that's exactly what it's saying. Like to me, it's clear, even though they are whispering.
Mhm.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it. I heard
Okay.
it loud. It's very clear. And I thought, well, that's funny because like we didn't mention hearing anything. Well, I haven't seen the whole clip and I didn't hear anything. So like what are we supposed to have heard?
No, we did. At this point in time, we were just like getting set up. So
Yeah,
I, I mean, I'm talking about the sound that I'm hearing outside.
outside. Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's
But I'm gonna just let it play. So also you can see how legit we are when we're doing our Ouija. I feel like I know this is not like a great high def like camera or nothing, but I feel like you can tell. Well, the Ouija board never moves, so that doesn't prove anything.
we didn't move it.
And we couldn't because our fingers are like not touching. Like
Yeah,
it's so obvious that our fingers are like hovering over it as you're supposed to do.
right.
But as far as I know, we've only ever had the Ouija board move for the two of us
Yeah,
at Lizzie Borden's.
for sure.
And
Well, didn't it move also, or did we just get weird EMF meeting or meter readings at the Bolivar place?
I can't remember if you and me did the Ouija board by ourselves, but it was moving when those other people were doing it with us. But
Yeah,
we don't know those other people, so that's why I say it's the first time that I've had legit, I feel like the first time I had legit seen it move, and like I trust Chris
at Lizzie
that
Borden's.
she's,
Yeah.
yeah. And then I think even we both were like, I mean, I think the video's on our YouTube where we're
Mhm.
both like, do you see this?
Right? Yeah, we're both like, what the hell? This is really happening.
Yeah, we're like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Um, but okay, let's just let it play.
Do you remember what you're supposed to say?
Yeah.
Sorry.
We are just supposed to use the Ouija board to try and communicate with any spirits.
Yeah, if
Why
you were
do I sound like the lady from Poltergeist? What the hell is going on with my voice?
you're getting into the spirit of things, I think. I I also love how I ask you, do you know what you're supposed to say? And I guess I'm expecting you to say like an incantation or something.
Ah,
And you're just
yay.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know what to say. You say, hey, look, ghost, we're using this Ouija board to talk to you. But you say it in a really cool voice. So
Yeah, that's weird. I wonder if you were expecting, the hello, we're gonna open up the doorway, the portal is opening, we're coming with
yeah.
respect, like we're supposed to be like, yeah, I'm not that person.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't know why I let this play for so long. Maybe I will jump ahead. Nothing happens with the Ouija board though.
Okay.
That might just be what this says.
Mm.
Yeah.
I just heard another noise in our bedroom. It kind of sounded like a drawer being tugged on,
Oh.
and it's just wanting to stand by. I heard that when it happened. For some reason, it only records for a short amount of time, then it goes into standby. So I'm gonna go look in our bedroom real fast.
Take the camera with you. Take some pictures.
Huh?
Take the camera with you and take some pictures.
You see me, I'm like, yeah, go
Yeah.
investigate.
You weren't feeling good at all.
But you had heard a noise, so you get up to go do that.
Yeah.
It's a lot that they're saying. Is those the exact words? I'm always open to people telling me what they think they're hearing. That's just the best that I could do. It says, don't let her get too close, go back. Like
Mhm.
maybe they were in the bedroom and now you're coming and they're like, fuck.
Where do we go? She's kind of I can hear the go back very clearly, but you're right. The rest of it is it comes at you pretty quickly and it's very low. But that's funny. Oh, I love that. They're like, where do we go?
And as you can see, my eyes are just closed.
Yeah. I
Little nap real quick.
uh-huh.
Um, but I'm just gonna play it one more time.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even hearing it now, I'm like, I don't know. I would maybe change this sentence, but there's something there. And then, yes, I think the go back is very clear.
Yeah.
All right. So then I'm just going to show this to you. I put this just out there on YouTube, mostly because when I was watching this and I hear myself talk about how I felt something touch my leg, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot all about that. I mean, it was almost 10 years ago. Of course I did. So, and for some reason, I don't have video of it. So I
Yeah.
was like, let me just put it on YouTube so the story's out there because I'll forget again. These are our memories, guys.
Yeah.
But I want to show you this funny moment. Oh, you're talking about how the ghosts don't like I think the walking tour girl was like, we get EVPs constantly, but like we didn't feel like we were getting anything.
Of course. Of
Yeah,
course.
always.
Always.
But watch what I almost do. Putting up this Ouija
I would
board.
really like to know that too. So we just went into the fucking firehouse where Nick walks in there and they're all like, oh my gosh.
Look at Chris's face. She's like, why do I hang out with this dumbass?
Can I watch that one more time, please?
And I'm just like, oh my God. So silly.
Like this is the most expensive room in the hotel.
The firehouse where Nick walks in there and they're all like, oh my gosh.
That's how Ouija boards get burned.
Yeah.
Like when people talk about their Ouija boards just set aflame,
A
that's
flame? Yeah, that's it.
probably dumb shit like that.
That's
I
so
love how
funny.
I turn it perfectly to just
Right.
flip it.
Flip that shit. I think you were thinking, well, if this place isn't that haunted now, it will be. Flip.
Just in a minute when Chris and I die in it. Okay, that's morbid. So okay, guys.
Room.
So you're gonna think this episode was so short and they didn't really get a whole lot. And did they even really investigate? Bitch, I watched 5.5 hours of this.
You refilmed because of the wet spot. Is this leading to the wet spot?
Yes. And so the claims in this hotel are typical, like all the other ones, that there you'll hear disembodied voices. There's some lady in white. They talk about furniture being moved, and they talk about faucets being turned on by themselves. So when we left, we put all our stuff in a room, and then we left to go on the walking tour. When we came back, there was like a wet spot in this hallway and we had not spilt anything, and the wet spot's actually nowhere near the bathroom, so not really sure how that happened. Is it paranormal? I'm not saying that it is. It's just where did the wet spot come from?
Yeah.
So there's reports in this specific room, guest had written like online or whatever. It wasn't in a guest book, I don't think, but somewhere another guest had said that that toilet flushes on its own. And then again, even on like the internet, you could see that they talk about like faucets being turned on by itself. So I recorded this for 5.5 hours, and I watched all of that. Not
Wow.
not super attentively. There was a lot of like playing solitaire right. I would put it up right by my screen and have my eyes darting. And then when my night vision light finally went out and it was pretty much just a black screen, I was like, sweet. I
No,
can
I'd have to watch.
now I don't have to now I'm just listening for it. But
Yeah.
I got two strange sounds in the 5.5 hours. And so at the beginning of the clip I just intro this is the hotel. And then I note that I want you to hear, like I want everybody watching this on YouTube that I do know what building sounds sound like. I do know what another hotel room flushing their toilet sounds like. These other two sounds at the end of the video are the ones that are weird and unique. So I'll just let it play. So that's just the fridge. Again, I think it's the fridge. Can't be the fridge again, but it's just something, weird tapping, whatever. And then now you can hear somebody flushing the toilet or whatever from their room. Here's the weird noises. This one's 45 minutes in.
The fuck was that?
If it's an EVP, then all I can hear is "I'm sorry" in the weirdest voice ever. But
Hmm.
I don't know.
I
And somebody might say it's plumbing, but that sound happened once and didn't happen again. It's 45 minutes after we've gone to bed. It's not our toilet making that noise. I mean, I don't know why it would.
Yeah,
45
because
minutes
there's a
after.
demon crawling out of it. That's what's happening right there. That's a demon getting ready to lift up out of that toilet.
It's weird. And then
That
there's
is weird.
another one, and it's fainter. It comes 5 hours and 10 minutes after.
Wow. Well,
That one's very
it,
low.
yeah, but it sounds like it's saying like Larry's coming or something like that.
I do think it's trying to say something as well, but it's just very low and it's strange and I don't know what it is. And at this point, it is getting to be daylight. So I was hearing, sometimes you would hear voices like from the hallway or from another room or whatever. Um, so they didn't sound like this. They sounded like much clearer that you could make out that it was somebody talking. Now, is
Hmm.
this like somebody from another room farting? I don't know. Maybe. That first one though at 45 minutes in, that's
Really
something,
weird.
I think.
Yeah, it is.
This one is faint, so I'm not really sure. It's harder to make out because it's
Hmm.
so low. I'll play it again.
Yeah.
Say or like believe them or relieve them or
Well, that
stuff.
makes sense. You're looking at the toilet, so that's where you'd go. Oh,
I'm just not sure about that one, but this one was when I got this 45 minutes in, I thought, "Oh, okay, cool." And
mhm.
then nothing happened for like four
Yeah,
and a half more hours.
man. Yeah, I think we had a Transformer, Decepticon, like obviously, and that's really weird. It doesn't sound human, and for you to have not heard anything like that for like basically 4 hours and 30 minutes, that's pretty weird. It doesn't sound like plumbing either. It doesn't sound like the toilet's gurgling. I mean,
No, if my toilet made this noise, I believe we'd be moving. Um, So, but I don't know. What I do find weird is that the EVPs that we were getting while we're doing the Ouija board or while we're just trying to investigate in that room, they were very whispery. Now,
Yeah.
and this is very loud.
Hmm.
So, are they like more comfortable because we've gone to bed, or or am I wrong and this is just a sound and like let it go? But it's weird.
It's
I put it out there for other people to tell us what they think.
sure. I don't know. I think maybe it's a different entity altogether. I was also going to add, like, this room is supposed to be known for spectral evidence. And like in all the years that we've been doing this, like what the fuck exactly is spectral evidence? I mean, is that the glob of water that appears on the floor? Because if so, then yeah, bitch, we caught it. I mean, what is spectral evidence? Is it a specter in your room evidence? Like, come on, like who is getting spectral evidence? I envisioned when I saw that it was going to be some glittery, glowy, flowy, white, bright, spectral, like the most bam in your face spirit ever. But I, after we paid a fortune for that room, we had a wet spot on the floor.
I think we paid as much for that room as we paid for like the whole Bellamy mansion. So,
I think so. I think so. I mean, there might have been a Decepticon there, which is pretty badass. So I'm just saying. I don't think that's come through at the Bellamy Mansion yet.
no.
Um,
And we got to sleep there and it was very nice. Like it was just nice. It was just a really nice hotel.
mhm.
But in everything and we walked around the hotel.
Yeah.
I don't know what was wrong with me, guys. I have either lost recordings, which I think might be possible,
I mean,
or
it's
I was not.
2016.
Yeah, but I mean, I just wonder where did they go? Like,
Yeah.
I thought I'm pretty good about like saving everything. But this is all that I had from that. I had a lot of pictures, so I did have pictures when we were like exploring the lower parts of the hotel and just all around town and stuff. There wasn't anything in the picture. So this
Yeah.
is all I've got from Salem. Like
Mhm.
but hey, it is haunted because there were EVPs there. So at least you're not making our not haunted list.
That's true. I gotta say, one thing that I kind of felt about Salem is there's so many like you've got both worlds of people there. They want to experience the paranormal or they want to put the spirits at rest. So there's a ton of people out there constantly with sage or what with the smudging, doing whatever they can to move spirits on, make them feel as comfortable as possible because they feel so bad for what happened there. And then there are, like I said, then there are us, but there's also the tourists that just come there for Salem just for the experience. So that's another kind of energy. I would gather just from my time and of living in New England, I feel like the spirits there are fucking confused. If they're still hanging around, they're like, you want us, you don't want us, you want us to go, you want us to stay. Wow, now you want us, now you don't. Like they're probably like, what the fuck? I, I don't get y'all. I don't get it.
Yeah,
Mm,
I could totally see that. Us ghost adventure people, ghost hunter people, we probably really we've already said this. We drive them bananas.
yeah, I know.
And I'm sure we confuse them with all our different energies and the ways that we go about it and everything.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. So it's tough times for ghosts out there for sure. I hate
Hmm.
it for them. Not gonna stop though. They better
No,
like start telling us exactly how they feel. Maybe that's
yeah,
how we go into the next investigation is we kind of just with a pen and paper and like a therapy session. Tell us
how
what's
you
going
feel?
on with you. How are you
Hmm.
feeling right now? Are you in a safe space?
I mean, it's not a bad idea, honestly. Just to have some sit down time with a cup of tea. Okay, we're going to do this. And now we're going to investigate. We asked you the questions. Now give us the answers.
Maybe they would like that energy. I'm not really sure. You never know what they want. Do
You
they want to
never know.
be entertained? Do they hate the 20 questions? Like it's so hard, but
Mhm.
we're gonna keep trying.
Yeah.
But Salem's always fun. I 100% recommend not going in October.
Yep.
You will see that all over social media, and there will still be hundreds of thousands of people that disregard it because they want to go during that time. And I love you and support you. We obviously did too, at least want to experience it once. But it is so nice, just like in the summer. I like the summer is. I guess we must have gone in the summer time that first time,
I mean,
but
you guys visited a couple of times, but yeah, just to jump off of what you were saying there, it is fun to experience it, especially if you live nearby and you don't have to find a hotel 7 months in advance. You don't have to go and find a place to park 10 hours before anything freaking opens. I hate so bad. I know a bunch of people that live in Salem, Mass, and have to, go to work during regular working hours, and the traffic is shit. It's there's like one lane road in and out of Salem, and it's only getting bigger and bigger. They keep adding to it. They just put do you remember where the thrift store was on the corner?
mhm.
It's not a thrift store anymore. They're putting it's a condos, or I was going to say hotel, but that's not true. It's apartments. They're putting apartments there, so they're allowing more people to live, which, that's what we need. We need more places to live, but it's so busy. And New England in general is beautiful no matter when you go. Well, I say no matter when. I would stay away in January. Just fuck New England in January. It's not good. Actually. Um,
That's
but
probably not even true.
it
Like,
is.
it,
It's true. They
Chris,
have something called Arctic blast, and it is not a fun
oh,
thing to live through.
but I mean, I'm sure. So when Chris first moved to New England, she would post pictures on her Instagram and she would put like a little thing on there that said ugly New England, and it'd be like the most beautiful like
It was.
seascape or whatever.
It was. I mean, and it still is. There are areas just in Salem, Massachusetts, just you can visit during the spring and the summer months. Like there's a ferry you can take from Salem into Boston so that
Yeah.
you don't even have to drive. There's harbor seals that you can see along the way. I mean, you can kayak over there or paddleboard if you wanted to. I mean, you don't have to go. Don't go in October, please. I'm begging you. Just don't add to the disastrous mess that's there. Go any other month but October.
There's some what is it? I don't know. Some like living museum, I think is what they call them. Like where you can go and you could see what it was kind of like for people back in that
Oh
day,
yeah,
which like
sure.
every building in Salem is like OG pretty much or almost. So
Yeah,
but there's this one little like village that will show you how they lived and it's only open in the summer. So just so you know that. But also I
I think it's
went.
Salem Village.
Maybe. I just
Yeah,
can't remember the name or what they call them. I think they're called living museums though. But
yeah.
I just wanted to tell you, I was chatting one time. I just talk and talk and talk, and my husband just like sits there. But I was saying something about, oh, I just don't know what Chris and I are going to do next year in 2020, 2026. Yeah, for ghost hunts and stuff. So it's always the sky's the limit for us because we live on opposite sides. So we've got to get in a plane, so we can go wherever we want. And then Carl goes, oh, do you want to take a paranormal cruise? And
Oh,
I had
eighth.
seen yeah, no, no, not her, but Jessica
Oh,
Chobot, who
wow.
my husband crushes on,
Mhm. Yeah.
is doing one. And
Wow.
I had seen the ad for it already, and I said, "You son of a bitch! You're just
That's why he said, let me slide this in.
yeah." He was like,
Paranormal
"Or we
cruise.
can go on a cruise with my girlfriend."
Is the boat haunted? Like, how do they do a paranormal cruise? They just all sit around the like cruise campfire and swap stories, or like, how does it work?
Oh, I'm sure it's a lot of that. But
Mm.
so this one goes out of Boston, and like before you get on the ship, it's a part of your package that you're going to take the ferry into Salem.
Yeah.
And so you spend a day in Salem, then you get on the boat and you're going up to some Nova Scotia, I think, and then down to the Bahamas. Uh,
Wow.
yeah, they're going all the way down to the Bahamas for something. I don't know. Whatever it was, I was not interested, but I
Wow.
did notice that Jessica was doing that. And
Huh.
I do really like her. I girl
Yeah.
crush on her too. So I don't blame my husband, but I just thought it was wild. The only recommendation he had was with a hottie.
That's funny. So my husband also gave us a recommendation. It wasn't with a hottie, but it's a definite place that he wants to go. So I thought that that was so funny. He's like, "Why aren't you ever looking in Oregon?" And he wants to see the waterfalls, and he wants to go visit like upstate, like the trees and everything that's in Oregon. He's always like, "How did you guys ever go to Oregon?" And I'm like, "Brandon, it's all about costs." So, like, yes, we're going to travel, but if you have to include us both going to a place, and that's both, we both have to put money into a car, we both have to put money into a hotel, then whatever place we're going to get, I mean, we're talking like, how much money do you have, Bran? Like, we want to go outside of the US too. So,
Hey, but don't hold him back. I want to go to Oregon
yeah.
too. But so here's the thing. I'm down for that. I'm with your husband. I'm not with mine. I do not want to go on that cruise. But we can all go to Oregon. But I put this out there. If this reaches this person on Instagram, there's somebody that I follow. So terrible. I don't even know his name. Uh, I've been
Josh,
following
it's
them.
Josh Gates.
No,
So,
I've been following them forever, and I'm pretty confident they live in Oregon. They do a lot of stuff in Washington too,
yeah.
but they used to do a lot of ghost hunting. They have a ghost hunting name, but they also make they're such my style of people because they
That's
do ghost
is
hunting and they do a lot of like camping and hiking and things like that.
Oh, I was gonna say that's not the haunted side, is it? But I don't remember them doing camping and stuff.
His name is Brian Hurd.
Oh,
And I don't know, they do Pacific Northwest Adventures. Our Pacific Northwest Adventures is one of their YouTube pages, but that's not the ghost one. I just don't remember what their ghost one was. It's him and his wife. Um, but if they find this video, they still do the ghost stuff. But maybe they could recommend some places in Oregon that we could rent out by
yeah,
ourselves, like completely, because that's our jam is we want to get a place all to ourselves. So,
yes.
and sometimes it's hard to find those locations. So if anybody in Oregon or Brian, if you're hearing this, like where do y'all go in Oregon? Where can we rent out? And maybe we can make that happen. But we're not
That'd
going
be
on a
cool.
cruise.
No.
But
uh,
that's all I got for you. Wrap that up. A 10-year-old investigation. Look at me, just
nice.
doing it. Uh, um, follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you know when we're putting out new videos, and follow us and like us on our socials, Instagram, TikTok, and the Facebook. We're COTN_paranormal, which stands for the creatures of the night. And this is Evidence Autopsy. So if you want to watch our shows, then you go to the playlist on our YouTube channel to see all the Evident Autopsy shows. And that's all I got for you this week.
Yay. Well, that was great. I like the blast from the past, memory lane kind of a case. It's so funny that you did this because not too long ago I came across some pictures from when we were in that basement. I don't even know how I have pictures, but I have a picture of me and it's super mysterious. Like I'm in the shadows, cloaked in the obvious spirits that were just surrounding us. And I was like, that's actually a pretty good picture. Oh, you know what? I found it somehow when I was looking for profile pictures of us to give to
That
the guys,
podcast that we did, yeah.
yeah, the podcast, because they demanded pictures of us pretty ladies. So I just had to scour some pictures for us to put together because we don't usually have pictures that are like genuine, like nice looking. We take pictures in front of extraterrestrial highway with tinfoil hats on, and that's like our we're like, look at this, it's the best picture ever. That's what they got.
Yeah, we just don't do photo shoots. We don't think of ourselves like that. But from the Hawthorne Hotel, I have one of the sexiest photos of Chris. Like, she looks so good
That's a good one.
in the elevator. So if you guys want to see that, then I want at least 10 views on
Please, yes, that's
Come on. I'll make it real low for you guys. 10 views on this video and you can get to see all of Chris's sexy videos, pictures.
I'm like, wait a second. What videos?
You don't know what I'd be recording at night.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, so you got it. You want to see that picture of me. So 10 likes, 10 views.
That's all I'm asking for. Be crazy. You see what crazy shit we'll do at 20.
Wow.
No, but that's all we got for you this week. Okay.
Yeah. All right, cool. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.